Hello everyone, Kent.Bressler here. I want to welcome you to Kent's Kidney Stories. During our time together over these podcasts, I'd like to discuss kidney disease. I'd like to tell you about my journey as a transplant patient, but also talk about dialysis, kidney donation, and just about anything else that might be of interest. Kent's Kidney Stories, podcast endorsed and sponsored by kidneysolutions.org. Hello everybody, Kent.Bressler, and we're going to do a little podcasting today. Going to kind of set the stage with prayer this morning because I have a lot to be thankful for. So, dearest Lord, we understand. We don't always get it all figured out, but we know that as long as you're standing with us, guiding us, we'll be fine. I ask that you look upon Ben as he travels to Vienna. Look over him and his recipient, that they will have a safe surgery and that all will go well with them. Lord, look upon all those folks that are on dialysis. Bless them. Help them find donors. Help us to work through that whole process. We ask this always because we're searching for health. We understand that we have to work really hard to make sure everything is right with ourselves, but if we just turn it over to you, I think we have a chance to see everything come out right. There's always hope. We know that hope is with you and in you. So Lord, guide us today. Watch over us. But most of all, know that we thank and love you. Amen. Well, I just kind of set the scene a little bit. I think we've had over 20 sessions in our podcasting program, Kent's Kidney Stories, and I really have had some interesting emails, and so it makes me feel good to know that people are listening. I don't do numbers, don't care about numbers, but I know that for sure 2 people we've been able to touch, and that's 2 people that not only did they need some help and some assistance, but we're willing to reach out for it. And I think both of them have become good followers. So, and they'll do well in the kidney space. So I wanted to talk this morning about an email that I got from an individual. We won't name any names, so just call him Ben. He knows who he is. He's leaving with his family on Monday. They're leaving from London. Not London, Texas, London, England. And they're going to be flying to Vienna. The whole family, including Ben's baby. So, what in the world would they be doing flying during this period of time? During the COVID, and when this whole world is on fire with the virus? Well, they're going because Ben is going to donate a kidney to a friend. I don't know the whole story and don't propose to tell you the whole story because I don't know it, but I sure want to find out how this all works out, because what he's doing and what all donors have done whether they be deceased or living, they've reached out with all they have. They've given of themselves much more than many of us will even begin to think about. So Ben, when he does his travels, I know for a fact that this will be a very eventful time for him, but also, good morning. I'm walking, as you can tell, breathing hard and saying hello to people on the trail. Anyway, Ben's going to make sure that he gets this done and done right, or he wouldn't be doing it. He's healthy. He's been approved, and this is a go. So I want you to think about Ben and his recipient in Vienna. He leaves Monday. I'd like you to step up and really, really, really try to pray real hard for that whole core of people. It's really important that you do that at this point in time because it means a lot. So, all you donors out there, thank you so much. You know, we thank first responders, and we thank our nurses, and we thank the military, and we thank, well, just everybody that we can think of you can thank. But I don't know if there's been a major concerted effort to stand up and thank all those donors and donor families who have shared a part of themselves so that other people can live. That to me is a very, very significant undertaking. Not taken lightly, but more so I think it's taken with pride, and it's a God-given thing. He sends that whole power to an individual to give an organ for somebody else so that those people might live. So I want to reach out this morning and just tell everybody, if you know a donor, or better yet, if you want to be a donor, if you want to be a kidney donor, even a liver donor, I want you to pray about it first of all, but secondly, I want you to get all your answers, all your questions answered, and I want you to go forward and do it. We have way too many people waiting for an organ, waiting for a gift of life. And if you even have a thought about just doing altruistic donation, or if you have a friend that you're considering donating to, Kidney Solutions has people that can talk to you about the process. We have many donors who've given, and they can answer a lot of questions, especially the ones that are aching and you don't feel like they should be asked because you might be timid. Don't be timid at this time. Step out. Reach out, because I think there's like 13 people a day die waiting for a kidney. Well, 13, you don't think that would add that up over the years. You do the math. A lot of people don't get a second chance. Some people are looking for a third and fourth chance. Believe me, I am very grateful, very blessed to have gone as long as I have with my brother's kidney. I'm grateful, but I'm also humbled. I also understand that when you get a gift like this, you take the most advantage of it that you can, and I think I've done that. But I want to speak to the donors, the potential donors out there. Yeah, there's dangers. There's difficulties. It's painful. It's uncomfortable. But above all, it's a sacrifice. Because you're giving part of yourself. You're not giving just because you can give. You're giving it because you know it's right. You know that it's an opportunity for you to give someone life. not very many people get that opportunity. Not enough living donors are coming forward now, right now because of the virus. But let me tell you for sure, I have several friends, nephrologists who work in the hospitals. They're in there every day. And let me tell you, the precautions that are taken to protect donors and recipients in the kidney transplant world is monumental. These folks get it. They understand it. They don't want to put anybody's life in danger. So trust me, you can do this. It's important that you think about it carefully and soulfully, but whatever you do, don't think you have to do it like right now. Think it through, pray about it, and go for it. So many times I think about how easy it was for me to give up. Early on in my illness, I was extremely ill. Matter of fact, I was so sick, I didn't know how sick I was. That sounds a little silly, but your body adjusts. It always makes adjustments to situations, both physiologically, mentally, emotionally. Some of those adjustments are good adjustments. Others can be detrimental to your health. The point being that it's never going to be a straight shot for anybody. There are always going to be bumps in the road. There'll always be the little things that gnaw at you in every day. But when you have kidney disease, everything gets magnified because you don't, I repeat, don't have the reserve. And that reserve is so important. As you adjust, you lose a little bit more, and you lose a little bit more energy. You lose a little bit more commitment to what you're doing. You lose some of your thought processes. Kidney disease sucks. There's no doubt about it. But then again, if you have it, if you know you have kidney disease, what is it that you're doing about it? What is it that you can do about it? We know that many, if not a high percentage of the kidney diseases, and I can name a whole bunch of them to you, are progressive. Right? Once you have gotten a diagnosis of kidney disease, CKD, the chronic type, it really isn't going to go away. All right? There's no magic bullet. There's nothing that you can take that is going to make that go away. There's no cure. But again, there's hope because so much has been done just in the past 5 years to minimize the effects and the long-range damage to your body. But it's up to you to get in to get treatment. And for a lot of people, they haven't even been screened. They've got no clue that they have kidney disease. I've heard many, many times people will say, well, gee whiz, I ended up in the emergency room and they told me I was in kidney failure. I didn't even know. Well, guess what? I think if you really look back individually, if everybody looks back who ends up in that position would say to themselves, I had signs and I didn't take advantage of them. All right? Subtle signs. Things like fatigue, having diabetes and it not be under control, having the inability to think through processes, be able to bounce back from silly little things like colds. But all in all, you need to know whether or not you're going to progress smartly, or if you're going to progress haphazardly and just take your consequences. If you know you have kidney disease, if the doctor has told you you have protein in your urine, your blood pressure is elevated, and you have early signs of kidney disease, don't accept the saying, well, let's just watch it. Ferret it out. Find out what it is, what kind of kidney disease it is. Don't wait. Get to a nephrologist. Don't wait till you're stage 3 or 4 to get there. Get there early and get followed, because early detection and early treatment means a lot longer span before you have to do some type of renal replacement. And in all honesty, as you do and will probably progress this illness, have your sights set on transplant. There's no reason to set your sights on dialysis. Set your sights on transplant. Take good care of yourself. Worry about nothing, but always think about how you're going to make your life better. And you can't make your life better with a deteriorating kidneys. If again, you're diagnosed in late stages where you almost feel like you've gone from the emergency room to dialysis in one foul swoop, well, guess what? You still have an avenue to take care of yourself. If you're diabetic, you get your diabetes under control. If you're overweight, you lose weight. If you're not used to exercising, just a simple walk, please get with it. Don't start tomorrow, start today. Get up out of that chair and do it. It's that important. Bear one thing in mind, no matter how hard you think this thing's going to go away, and you may try to pray it away, but let me tell you, kidney disease does not go away. You read everything on the internet, talk to other people where things have been what they've done and everything has gone accordingly. It's a rocky road, folks. Kidney disease is a rocky road. It is not smooth. It's fraught with danger, and the worst thing about it is you really don't feel that bad again because your body adjusts. There's a great amount of time spent trying to figure out why I got this or why I got to live with this. Well, after you've asked yourself that, you've decided that you actually can accept the fact you have kidney disease, then you can work with it. And finding someone who knows about it, someone who's living it themselves and has been through transplant or been through dialysis or is in the process of making a decision what they're going to have to do in order to maintain their life and proceed with life, those are the people that you go to get help from. They're the mentors. Sure, you listen to your doc and you listen to family, but someone who's experienced it and has good, sound principles are going to tell you the best thing you can do for yourself is admit you have it and work with it. And having a mentor, having someone who can take the journey with you is really, really important. Very much so. I've never done everything to perfection, but I've also done a lot of things to protect myself in my journey. I've known I've had this disease, FSGS, disease for years, dating way back into my 20s, my late 20s, and I'm right now 70. And I realized that it's not I can look back now and there are a lot of things I wished I could have done over. Morning.
How are you?
Great. There's a lot of things I wished I could have done over, but there's one thing I know I couldn't do over, and that's deny the fact I have kidney disease. Oh, I'm not proud that I have it, but I'm proud that I can work with it. I'm proud that God has given me a chance to do the best that I possibly can. And there's always hope. Okay, I keep saying there's always hope, but there is. And it may not be hope of anything more than having a good day. All right? Point being, when you wake up in the morning, wake up with gusto. Get ready to go and do the things that you want to do. Live. And after you've had a transplant, you hear a lot of people say, well, I got to watch this and I got to do that. Well, my point is, why did you have the transplant? You didn't have it to run scared. You had it so that you could live. Okay? And living is above all better than existing, even though existing is better than dying. You'll make the adjustments, not because you have to, but because you want to. You'll make those adjustments in your life, and with kidney disease, you'll make them accordingly, as long as you have a mentor and as long as you're following your doctor's instructions. Following the guy or gal who's going to take care of you medically, following them and understanding what they have in store for you, asking questions, being your own advocate, and finding a mentor is what you need to do. It's something that has to be done if you're going to progress in a good way. Well, you know how to get a hold of us at Kidney Solutions, and we're free. We don't do any billing or any surprise bills or tack on price or bills later on. We never charge for our services. We're here for you. If you want to reach out, go to kidneysolutions.org, pick up my phone number or email, whatever makes you comfortable, and move on with it as quickly as you can. Time's a wasting. So, we're stand ready to help. We stand ready to pray with you. We stand ready to assist you in any way you find it necessary. But most of all, we want to consistently be there for you through this journey with kidney disease. Now, one last shout out. Ben, safe travels, buddy. I am praying that everything will go well, which I know it will. And maybe you can come on and talk to us on this podcast after all this is done. We would love to have you. All right. Till the next time, keep breathing.